What's up, YouTube? Here is your review for the Acuity two-way adjustable shifter. Okay, so here's your here's my opinion on this shifter. Okay, so I bought it about 4 weeks ago. Actually, it was way before Christmas. 4 weeks, wow. So it was before Christmas. Got it during Christmas, and I did the little unbox video, whatever. You can see it there in my channel. And I also did a small short, and I updated it. Also uploaded it, doing the 1, 2, 3, 4 fast without the car running. Here's your review, my 1 week review of using this shifter in the CRX. All right. So first thing first, it is installed in the car, as you can see. I did an abomination of a hole in my center console because reasons that I am not going to mention. It involves a lot of beer. But anyways, it's in there. It's nice and strong. It's nice and steady. It's nice and straight. At least it's straight to the actual tunnel. I'm using OEM RSX base cables. I mean, they are the same as the EP3, and as far as I'm tracking, they are the same as the Type S as well. And maybe CRVs, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, but cables, OEM cables. It's nothing crazy, nothing. I did upgraded the shifter bushings up front in the transmission. The shifter bushing up front in the transmission for Acuity bushings as well, just because. I mean, why not? Might as well. I'm gonna to have the actual setup, the complete setup. Another thing that I also updated was the bushings in here and the bushing in there. I went with a no brand that I found on Amazon because it's just plastic rubber, so plastic inserts that go in there, or I don't know, maybe rubber inserts, whatever it is, whatever material it is. You can, let's see if I can just get it closer. You can see the black stuff there, and yeah, that's it. And on that side as well, you can probably, no, you won't be able to see it there, but it's got a new insert in it. On the small one, this one before, let me see, this one before did not have an insert. It was just straight up just a metal ring, which probably explains why I had so much play on the Accord shifter. But regardless, if I would have put a bushing in there, I would have had a lot of play anyways, because the shifter was just old and worn out, and there's no parts to replace on the actual bushing for that Accord shifter. So that's the reason why I decided to do it. Plus, when I was going from first to I was literally punching my center dash up here, and when I was going to second or fourth or whatever, I was literally like back here. So the movement of the shifter was like this. There's another short also in on my channel of me doing a 1, 2, 3, 4 whatever in wet conditions and dry conditions on that shifter. You can see how far my movements are. With this one, I do this day and night. It's day and night, so it's literally just that: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, reverse. And no gears are solid. Like, all the gear movements, all of the gear engagements are solid. Yes, I do have one of those M-Tech dual springs, or the spring, what is it, on the shifter mechanism in the transmission. I do have the upgraded shifter mechanism, dual spring in the middle, and I did upgrade it, the detent springs, the ball detent springs in the transmission as well. So my engagements is super strong and hard, but they're smooth as butter. Shifter has been performing as Acuity says that it's supposed to. It goes in correlation with every other review that I've seen out there with this shifter. No, I'm not sponsored at all. Not sponsored at all. I purchased this thing with my own sweat and monies, and I love it. Do I recommend it? 100% yes. Either for a stock RSX, stock EG, whatever case series you have, regardless if it's an OEM case series or a swap, I recommend it. I don't have a plate on it on the bottom, like a mounting plate, like most other brand shifters do sell, so you can accommodate and install and whatever on the factory holes that you have already in there. No, I just drill through the thing and and installed it directly to the exhaust tunnel. It is flat. I did put a leveler on the tunnel to see if it was flat, and I mean, obviously it is flat, to see if the flatness is leveled, and to see if there's any, you know, like back any unlevel stuff in the mounting area, and there's none at all. It is flat in there. So the only thing that I don't really like about the shifter is the way that the shifter itself is standing up. Let me turn around and show you. So you can see that's neutral, and it is up, it is straight, but I don't know if it is the dynamic, not the dynamic, but the way that the car, the CRX is made, or the EF, let's put it this way, because it's the same tunnel, is made. My shifter is pointing towards the passenger side, like if I was on a right-hand drive vehicle. So if I would have been sitting on the passenger side here, it would have been perfect, because it would be facing me. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. Can I probably readjust the mounting points on the bottom on this side and face it this way some more? Probably yes. Could I have probably spent the extra $100 and get the four-way adjustable, which technically cuts it here, adds an adapter, and brings it up here. If I would have like push it this way or whatever, you know, and bring the ball here, yes. But did I know that this thing was going to be facing that way because of the way that the tunnel was? No, I did not. I did not know that. So, am I happy? Absolutely. Because that's 6 gears right there. A few friends sat on it. They went for it. Some of them like it because of the short travel. Some others were like, man, that's too short. I don't like it. And I'm like, yeah, everybody likes their own thing. Whatever, it is what it is. But hey, to each their own. Oh, man, I scratched my little Amazon wannabe Mugen ball, shifter ball. Man, my $5 one is messed up now. Anyways, but I do have another center console coming in. I bought one. My friend Dylan also offered me one. I accepted it. Also, I'm one of those. I'm gonna save it just in case, you never know, because stash it. It is what it is. And I am going to properly cut this thing to fit that portion right up down there, you know, with the cables mount, which is technically the only thing that I had to cut, not this abomination of all of that. But yeah, so you can see this right here was not cut. This is what it mounts. The shifter boot mounts, so the hole was literally straight here, down here. So literally what I needed to cut on it was just a section from here down straight, and a section from here down straight, coming up and coming up. So all of that hole back over there would have been fine. All of that hole back over there also would have been fine, and all of this abomination of cuts would have been totally fine as well, because this clears the back. Well, oh yeah, and a little corner here for this. But that was it. I shall properly cut the next one and be good to go. Anyways, to finalize this review, I love it. I love it. I mean, sometimes you just don't get 100% of what you want. In my case, is that that angle towards the passenger side, but it's a lot closer to the steering wheel. It's a lot closer to the steering wheel, so less trouble, and it's just no play at all. Easy to maneuver. It's just great. From going to that Accord thing to this one, it's, man. And I sat down on, like for example, Dylan's got the K-Tune race spec shifter. Sat on his car and went through the gears. It's cool. I just didn't like the feel of it. It's just too mechanical. Is not the right word. It's too. It feels goofy. It feels like the Accord that I had. And I sat on another friend's car, an Integra type Integra, with a K-swap as well. He had another K-Tune race spec shifter. His was just fluffy. Had a lot of play. And it was a real K-Tune, not one of those replicas. But it had some play, and it felt weird. This thing feels just like, it feels there. It grabs, it goes. And by weird, I mean like whenever you went through the gears and you went to first, you went through second, you went third, fourth, fifth, sixth, reverse. This one feels like the gears are engaging. On his car, the Integra one that I'm mentioning, the gears felt like he wanted to go, but he wasn't wanted to go. I don't know if it had anything to do with the synchros or not having upgraded spring detents, or I don't know if it was anything of the upgrades that I did to the transmission, or if it was the shifter itself. It's just it felt different. Driving it and at park, like the car off the way that it is right now. But to finalize this thing, I recommend it. I don't know if the angle of the shifter it's gonna be the same on all vehicles, on all the cars, but if you're happy with it, if you don't feel uncomfortable by having that right there, I mean, by all means, man, go for it. Send it, and I recommend it. So that's it for now. Hopefully it's a little less than 10 minutes, and peace.